It's from Nick's family, and it's for Nick's family. I would like to present my brilliant and beloved son with the Spalding half of WSPR. And I realize, Nick, you've been happily ensconced at the Journal, but really, television's always been more your forte. And I think it's only fitting that you be the member of the family to take the reins at WSPR.
Whoa, Alexandra, look, this is no small deal. There's a lot to think about here.
No, there's nothing to think about. You can't do this to me. I won't let you. Look, you never got back to me. Can we have dinner tonight, please?
I don't think so. No, I'm busy. I'm gonna go buy company and just get a bite.
I can meet you there. I'll meet you there, all right? Come on.
Of course, you could always blow out your knee. That's the downside of football. So maybe you don't want to play it. Maybe you want to play that game to give soccer a shot. Of course, I can never understand why anybody would want to play a game where they never score. It's your choice.
We have to talk.
You got something you want to get off your chest, Nessa?
Funny, I was gonna ask you the same thing.
No, Peter and I were just sitting here discussing his athletic career.
Billy, look, I've known you a long time, and I know when something's bothering you. What is it? I know things have been frantic here. We've had so many people in the house. And I know we love all of them, but it's taken its toll on us. We haven't been able to talk. And I look at you and I see that remote look on your face, and I know something's wrong, and you're not telling me, and it hurts. I miss you, Billy.
I miss you too, Nessa.
All right, well then let's talk. We can just tell each other what's on our minds the way we used to.
Vanessa, you know I am basically fond of you. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Here you go, little man. Go to your mom. No, Henry. I know what I was meaning to do. I was going to check out that golf cart that I repossessed from Michelle. So make sure that it's in running order before we take it back to the club. Excuse me.
Darling, forgive me. I really shouldn't have barged in like that.
Sorry.
Hmm.
I don't know what I'm going to do.
About what, darling?
Oh, thank you, love. Here. Something's wrong. I don't know how to fix it.
Well, what is it? Can you tell me?
I'm afraid.
Of what?
I have to go home.
Can I meet you? Come on. Come on.
Yeah, fine.
So you want me to get this filled for you?
I'd appreciate it, if you wouldn't mind.
Antibiotics and, oh my goodness, that's a very strong painkiller.
Oh,
Your pharmacy isn't open today?
closed. Renovations.
Okay, I'll get it. Wait a minute. This is made out to Roger Thorpe, not you.
I can take that.
Sure.
Thanks. So Roger's got you acting like his courier, huh?
I don't even know where he is, but if he comes back, I don't want to watch him die, so I thought I'd try and get some medication for him. That's the humane thing to do, isn't it? So if you could just fill it for me, then I'll be out of your way and you can go on your date. What are you doing? What is that? You punishing me yet for what happened with Eve?
I'm doing this for your own good. You can't get any more involved in this Roger business than you already are. Somebody tried to kill him. Now they're gonna try again. You can't be anywhere near him when that happens.
Who the hell are you to tell me not to get involved with somebody who's hurt, who's sick, who's hated? What is it, Ed? You the only one who gets to play God to the wounded?
Sorry.
Are you okay? You want to go for a cup of coffee?
Yeah, sure. I'll call down and have someone cover for me, okay?
Great, thanks.
Would anyone like more champagne?
What are you trying to do, Alex? You know perfectly well that Jilly and I wanted to talk to you about the station tonight. Are you trying to rub my nose in it?
Alan, Michael, for heaven's sake.
You and Jilly are interested in WSPR?
Why shouldn't we be?
Well, it's the first I've heard of it, that's all, Alan Michael.
Look, Nick, I don't even see how you can consider this. Now that Roger is back, you know the two of you can't stand each other.
You and Roger are so close.
Don't worry, you two. I really don't think Nick will accept.
And I thought you were committed to letting Nick make his own decisions.
I am.
All right, everybody, just hold it right here, okay?
Vera had told me everything was heating up in here. What's going on?
Alex just did something either tactically brilliant or incredibly stupid, and right now I'm not sure which.
I am simply trying to give my son a gift. I really have no idea how this brouhaha happened.
Excuse me, Miss Spaulding, but I did hear Alan Michael say that he wanted to speak to you about the station, so you shouldn't really be all that surprised.
Vera, would you show these ladies into the living room and offer them some refreshments? I had no idea this was going to be so complicated. We'll join you in a few minutes.
Right this way, ladies.
I hope.
Please do not let Alex railroad this.
I won't.
You two, Bess.
Allow me.
You have always loved stirring things up ever since you were a little girl.
Mindy?
I'm staying. I've been in on family business since I was 11 years old. Nobody in my family ever thought twice about it. Don't worry, I won't interfere.
Very well.
Oh, Michael. I'll handle it.
No, I don't want anybody to handle it. What are you trying to do, Aunt Alex? You trying to rip this family wide open?
Good question.
And Alex, I was confident that you would sign WSBR over to me because while you seem to think Nick deserves it more, it makes more sense to give it to me. Nick has not been interested in WSBR since he left there, and you know that. You know that, Alexandra, and for you to deliver it to him on a Spaulding silver platter in a room full of people when you knew how much I wanted it, it was completely cold and unfeeling of you.
You're right, darling. That was rather insensitive, and I suppose I just got caught up in the idea of a gift. Alan Michael, I'm sorry, and I'm sorry I embarrassed
You embarrassed yourself.
you. No, be careful, darling.
Don't do this to me. It's a mistake.
Are you threatening me, darling?
Alan Michael, hey, come here. Look, I think I have an idea, okay? So why don't you go outside, cool off, and I'll call you.
Yeah, fine. Just don't let her do anything official
All right,
until
all
after
right,
you and
okay.
I have talked.
I won't.
What are you gonna do?
Before there's any more fallout over this, I want to talk to you alone.
You mean you want to scold me?
Excuse me, please. I know this is going to sound very rude, but would you mind, both of you, please stepping outside for just a minute? I want to talk to your mother, and it shouldn't take long. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Fletch, I really have no idea how this got out of hand, but Alan Michael
Don't
knew
even
that-
try it! Now listen to me. I know that you are up to something, and you're going to tell me exactly what it is.
So you don't even know this guy?
No, not really.
But he's got a thing for Bridget, huh?
Well, I didn't say that. Hey, what is it with you anyway? I mean, we're setting up a blind date here. Nobody's getting married.
Well, who cares either way? Don't look at me like that.
Here you go, Sol Reardon.
Gee, thanks, Bridget.
Sure. Hey, you know, you keep standing around like this, I'm gonna have to give you a broom and dustpan. Actually, the basement could use a little bit of dusting out. What are you still doing here anyway, Dylan?
I'm waiting for a cheeseburger.
Yeah, after all the work you put in today, that's the least I could do.
Medium rare, fries well done?
You got it.
Thanks.
Hey, does she even care that I'm hungry?
You're here.
Hi. Yeah. I ordered. I didn't know whether you were coming for sure or not.
I said I would.
Well, yeah, but Holly was there.
So what? So what? Holly was there. Look, I am so glad you agreed to this. I was just beginning to feel, you know, like all hope was lost.
Well, unfortunately, that may be the case.
Dylan, why is it that some people go through life without a scratch and for others it's so damn hard?
Actually, Bridget, that's something I'd like to talk to you about.
What the hell? Go on, have another. You're gonna need it.
Look, all I'm trying to say, all I'm trying to do is apologize. I mean, I wouldn't blame you if you weren't able to forgive me for not believing in me. But please, could you at least try? I wish I could give you, you know, a logical, rational explanation for what was going through my head. But I can't. I can't even explain it to myself. I behaved very badly. That's all. That's it. I mean,
That isn't all you did. You acted like everybody else did, still does, as though I am somebody who is not to be trusted.
No. No.
And I am still proving myself, Ed. You see, that was the great thing about you and me. You had suspended judgment for a while. For a while, you even acted like you believed in me.
But I did. I mean, I still do. I do.
So maybe you can understand then why that belief meant so much to me. Why it gave me a sense of peace and hope. And better yet, maybe you can understand how it hurt me so much when you took it away from me.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's probably better anyway, come to think of it. Now I can find my own backbone. I don't have to look for it outside of myself. And I'm sure that's what my doctors would say, too. Eve, dear, you must fight your own battles. But you see, the thing is, it was kind of nice having you by my side. That's all.
And let me be there. I mean, please, honey, just let me be with you. Please.
No, I don't think so. When I needed you most, Ed, you backed away. Simply because Holly said I was crazy.
Do you think we should go to the diner or something? What are we gonna do? We're already here. Let's just have a quick cup of coffee and then go. Okay. I need your help, Lillian. I don't know where else to turn. If you are talking about Ed, I don't know what to say to you. It's not about Ed, it's about Roger. You've got to fill that prescription for me. You've got to help me.
I hate ketchup.
Ooh, I love it. So what do you want to talk to me about?
Just dating, you know, guys.
What about guys?
Well, you know, you've been out of circulation for a long time, kind of.
Circulation.
I mean, it's rough out there, you know?
I've heard it's a jungle out there with lots of nervous little monkeys.
No, lots of nervous little snakes who don't exactly know how to treat a girl sometimes, or don't know how.
Dilly, my last occasion was with Vinnie Morrison, and he tried to rape me.
I'm sorry. I didn't know it got that bad. But that's what I'm talking about, Bridget. Even guys not as bad as Vinnie, regular guys. They get weird. Not weird, just confused.
What are you trying to tell me?
I'm trying to say that even though a guy might want to make love with a girl, he also wants to know that she's not going to just jump in the sack with anybody. So, it's hard trying to find the right track. I'm just saying that sex is serious, and you shouldn't take it too lightly, that's all.
You've got some nerve, Dylan. No, look.
I'm not trying to upset you.
I know that sex is serious, okay? I know that better than most girls. Last time I made love, I was with Hart, and I had Peter.
Little Bridget Reardon is actually Peter's mother?
Yes, she is. But that's not the real problem here. The problem is Peter's birth father. Hart Jessup.
Hart?
Yes, Roger's son.
Oh, dear God. But how can that make any difference? The adoption is final?
Because, Daddy, Bridget never named Hart as the legal father.
But I don't understand. What difference could that make?
Oh, if Hart were to come forward, everything could be overturned.
But, darling, he would have come forward by now if he was going to.
He doesn't know.
What? She ever told him?
No.
Oh.
Now, if he were to find out, or if Roger were to find out, you know that man would stop at nothing to get his grandson back.
So, now I understand why Billy has been so worried. Huh?
No. Daddy, I haven't told Billy.
What?
Well, he knows about Bridget, of course, but I haven't told him about Hart.
Oh. Hello. Oh, Alan, Michael, I'm sorry. I cannot talk now. Where are you? I'll call you back. But, darling, why would you keep a thing like that to yourself?
Well, I did it to spare him that horrible, queasy feeling that I've had ever since I found out that nothing is permanent and that any moment I might just step into quicksand. Now, I'm not proud of it, Daddy, but I was glad when I thought Roger was dead, because then at least I felt my baby was safe. It wasn't going to be snatched away from me at any moment.
Darling, that won't happen. Now, I know that you've been worrying about Billy lately. Can you tell me why?
Well, I think that he senses that something's wrong, something important is wrong, and that I've kept something from him. And that's why I think that...
What? What?
He hasn't been himself recently. Actually, I thought that he might have found out on his own about Hart. That's why I was talking with him, but I don't think he has, and I couldn't tell him myself.
You're being kind,
No. No. I'm afraid. I'm afraid of what Billy might do if he found out that his precious baby is Roger's grandson.
Man who looks as bad as you do, Roger, shouldn't be making threats.
You look better yourself. Yeah, you're really on the ragged edge there, pal, but I think another pull off that bottle picks you right up.
Well, what'll fix me up is getting you out of my face.
Stay the hell away from me. I'm in a lousy mood. You don't want to provoke me.
You're breathing hard. And you're pale, Roger.
But I'm sober.
Get out of my house before I finish what somebody started.
Nah, you won't. Not that you wouldn't want to try, but you're going to listen to this before the cops come and everything gets messy. See, unlike me, you got a lot to lose. You got a wife who loves you and just sick to death of your booze, and you don't want her to know you're back on the sauce again, do you?
Go to hell.
And then there's the baby. That's right, Billy, the baby. You don't want to lose him, do you? But you sure are gonna. See, the baby is mine, and I want him back.
It's all gonna work out fine, Melinda, for everybody.
Why? Because you're gonna say yes to her? Nick, please, don't do this to Alan Michael. Don't do this to me.
Why didn't you and Alan Michael tell me that you were interested? I could have helped you pitch it.
Well, it never occurred to either one of us that you might be inclined to get involved in your mother's holdings or any of Spaulding's holdings on any level.
So what's up?
Fletcher's having a few words with Alexandra about her bad timing.
Well, it's not just her timing that's off.
Yo, whatever the problem is, Alan Michael, I think I can handle it. Look, I'm gonna talk to her, okay? I'm gonna try and get her to see a different perspective. Alan Michael, why am I getting the feeling that you don't trust me? What's the problem here? I didn't ask for this, okay? I had nothing to do with it. I'm stuck right in the middle.
I'm not acting any particular way, Nick. I'm just listening, that's all.
You and I have been friends, haven't we?
I'd like to think so.
Well, I don't shaft my friends, Alan Michael. Or cousins. All right? So just relax.
Okay. All right, I'm relaxed. I am.
So, I guess you don't want to pitch the purchase idea to Alexandra with all of this going on?
No, I don't think that'd be a good idea right now. I just want to get this family stuff all squared away, and then I'll call you. I'll call you and let you know what we're gonna do from there.
Okay. But do it soon. I mean, just call me the minute you hear anything.
I will.
Can I give you a lift somewhere?
Me?
Well, it doesn't seem like it's turning out to be much of a social event.
No, I guess not. But thanks anyway. I'm sure Alan Michael would want me to go home in a limo or something.
Okay. Call me.
Yeah, I will. Sorry the evening hasn't turned out a little bit better.
It's okay.
You know, maybe you should just go home and we'll get together another time.
Yeah, in a minute. But first, I think I've got something that you need.
I have known you far too long to buy the simple excuse that this just slipped your mind. You had to know this was going to hurt Alan Michael to make that offer to Nick.
I did not mean to hurt him. I did mean, however, to send a very clear and potent message to my family, to everyone, that I'm back, I'm in charge, and Spaulding assets are mine to distribute as I see fit.
Mission accomplished, message received.
Alan Michael has an overinflated sense of entitlement when it comes to Spaulding, and he's far too quick to dismiss Nick's rights. And Nick is very generous to him. And look, Nick has taken Alan Michael's claims to the company right to heart. Well, Alan Michael is frankly being just plain grabby.
Your nephew is being plain ambitious. Since when did the Spauldings start penalizing ambition? Look, all Alan Michael was doing was simply taking Nick at his word. Nick is no longer interested in becoming more involved with Spaulding Enterprises.
Well, things change.
Oh. Are we missing anything juicy, Beth?
Listen, Ducky.
I have an interest in what is going on in there. $10 million in payoff money. With herself in such a generous mood, I've got to be damn sure she doesn't give away what's mine.
Alexandra's gonna give you everything that she promised you. She keeps her word, and she always rewards loyalty.
Yeah. You try that on Ellen, Michael. See if he'll agree.
You still haven't told me what you're gonna do.
Look, I'm not trying to be mysterious, okay? I just think that I owe it to Alexandra to at least listen to what she has to offer before I make a decision.
What a woman.
Fletcher, don't leave like this. Come in, Nick. All right. I am about to offer you the opportunity of a lifetime.
Sorry.
Oh, that's all right, darling.
I'll be fine.
You are fine. Now, darling, you know you have got to have this talk with Billy. You've just got to. Of course, my feelings about Billy have always been a little ambivalent. I'm proud of his accomplishments, and I'm also very much aware of his shortcomings. But, darling, when it comes to you, I have no ambivalence. You know I love you. Now, people think that you are beautiful, sensitive, sweet, soft, and you are. But you're also as strong as steel. And woe betide anybody who forgets that. Vanessa, I won't always be here to tell you this. So please remember, Vanessa Chamberlain is indestructible.
Peter is not yours. He's got nothing to do with you, Roger. I got a mind
I
to
heard
kill
you talking to
understand
Nick
that?
out by the lighthouse. See, I heard your sad lament. You sure do get off on feeling sorry for yourself, don't you, Billy? Hypocrisy and mendacity. That's what your family trades in. It's everything you know. You've infected the whole town.
I can't take credit for that. Let me tell you something, pal.
See, I'm the only person around here who's honest enough and has the guts to stand up and claim what's mine outright. I don't sneak around behind people's backs whispering
I
and
hate
whining.
you. I hate you, Guts. I want to tell you something. Your grandstanding, your romantic notion of yourself, you're nothing but a persnickety, mean-spirited, stupid jackass who uses women to fight his battles.
Yeah, well, see, this battle is just between you and me. Now, here's the deal. You either give me my grandson, or I go straight from here to the cops and I tell him what you did to me. I'm gonna tell him that you pulled the trigger that night in the potting shed and you left me to die a slow, merciless death. Why, hell, they're gonna lock you up for so. And you're a drunk. You're a drunk. So nobody's gonna be too surprised at your sudden lapse in judgment that night at the country club. See, if I say I saw you, Billy, I saw you. I'm the victim / witness. I can nail anybody I want to nail. So you do yourself a favor. And you give me my grandson.
Hey.
You still here?
Well, I didn't want to leave with you mad at me.
I'm not mad at you.
Bridget, I know you. You're mad at me. And I don't blame you. I mean, I was out of line. I know you've had it rough, Bridget. I know that better than anyone. And I'm no one to give you advice. I mean, I'm not doing so great.
You were out of line, but you weren't wrong. And when it comes to guys, I just don't know how to make things happen the way they should happen.
So now who's being hard on you?
What is it about people when they grow up and start to try to connect? It's like they are so concerned with who they think they ought to be that they forget who they really are.
Excuse me, you lost me. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the way people lie to impress other people or to turn them on or whatever. Joey Scolati, 5th grade. He sat behind me. I had this big crush on him, you know? And well, he liked me. I know he liked me. maybe it's just friends or whatever, but he liked me, you know?
Yeah.
And we used to kid around and trade lunches and all that kind of stuff, and I was in love with him. I mean, that's what boyfriend and girlfriends are in 5th grade, you know? So-and-so like so-and-so and all that. So it never occurred to me that he wouldn't like me back. So one day I wrote him a note, a little love letter, and I gave it to him on the yard at recess. I'll never forget what happened next. He came charging at me with this note in his hand. His face was all red. He was like snorting, and these boys behind him were laughing and making fun and everything. He was really mad at me, and he looked like he had been crying or something. He took that note and he shoved it in my hand, and he just said, "I hate you." I was so surprised. You know, I was embarrassed and I was hurt, but I was just mostly surprised because it never occurred to me that someone that I liked that way wouldn't like me back too. But I mean, I wasn't the kind of girl that little boys had crushes on or anything like that. You know, I was always so aggressive and I had a big mouth, and I always beat him at kickball.
I bet you did.
Yeah. But you know, I learned quick. I learned real quick how to pretend like I was weak when I really felt strong, and all that other stuff that little girls learn. By high school, you know, I had it all down to science. I mean, even Joey Scolati was hot on my tail. But I tell you, I felt like a liar. I really felt like a liar. And I really missed that little girl who was such a little brat, that she was so innocent. You know, she just never thought that someone that she felt like that about wouldn't feel that same way back. I mean, someone wouldn't appreciate her for who she really is.
I like you like that.
You just gotta get me those pills, Lillian.
Holly, you know I would do anything for you, but this is, I mean, look, the hospital has these procedures.
Yeah, I know. It's got a million excuses, too, but I think bottom line it's because he hates Roger. It's just so unfair right now, given these circumstances. So damned unfair. Roger is in pain. He's suffering. He could die.
Maybe we better go.
So what'd you talk to Holly about? Her theory about me? Did she expound on why I'm a danger to society?
No, actually not. She wanted me to fill a prescription that I'd written for Roger Thorpe, and I wouldn't do it. I turned her down. Honey, could we please go home now?
No. You know what the real casualty of this whole mess has been? My research project. And I'm gonna attend to that right now. Why don't you finish your dinner?
Hey, Julie, what's up?
Everything. Just my entire life that's up in the air.
Why? What happened?
My fate is being decided right now over at the Spaulding house. My future, and there's not a damn thing I can do about it. I've got no control, I've got no influence. I'm just at their mercy. And I hate that feeling. I hate having to trust that someone is going to do the right thing, because the chances are they're not.
A chance to write and produce the news.
Well, that's an incredible offer, Alexandra, no doubt about it.
Then,
What about editing?
it's your call, just like everything else. It's a journalist's paradise, darling. It's everything I've ever heard you talk about that you dreamed of. And it's all yours for the taking.
What about Roger?
Well, who's talking about
What if he comes back? What if he gets out of his legal mess and he goes back to WSPR? He and Nick despise each other. Have you forgotten that?
Well, you know, it just never occurred to me that Nick wouldn't be up to the challenge of Roger. Seemed to handle himself quite well that night at the club bar when Roger was so hostile to me.
I've never been afraid of Roger.
Well, then will you accept my gift? How would it feel to head up the most rapidly expanding TV station in the country?
Al Michael, you can be anything you want to be. I know you can.
You do, huh?
Yes, I do. Because you know what? Having faith in yourself is like a commodity, an irresistible commodity, you know? Because it makes people believe in you, you know, so much that they're ready to conspire to do anything that they need to do to help. You know, and then you can get those right things and do the right things. The kind of things that, well, you know, change the world for the better. I know that's what you want to do, and I know it's what you will do. I wish you could just see yourself for 1 minute in my eyes. I mean, you are so smart and so alive and so full of possibilities. You give me goosebumps just looking at you. Oh, Michael, you can do it. You can be anything you want to be. Just look at you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I really needed that. You know, you're like Henry V. You're what you could have done for the troops.
Oh, that's my cab. I called one earlier. Just didn't want to give Jilly the satisfaction of watching me leave.
Uh-huh.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Okay.
Hey. Thanks again.
Go get him.
I will. Taking 5, Bess?
You are one trusting soul, sonny boy. Up till now, I thought you were the reincarnation of your granddaddy, but you're letting that cousin of yours wander around unchaperoned. Now, that is something Brandon would never do. Not when the big prize is on the line.
My cousin is the white sheep of the family. Ambition is not in his blood.
He is a Spaulding, isn't he?
It's an amazing proposal, Alexandra. You know, I never quite realized the scope of the station, how far-reaching.
Then why do I think I'm hearing a but?
Actually, I was thinking of saying yes.
I must be crazy. Or else I'm a little more vindictive than I thought I was. You are a saint. I'll never forget this. Okay, now, it's the third shelf from the top. Look for the label Forthazine.
You want Peter? Do you want my son? You're gonna have to come straight through me, you bastard.
Have it your own way.
Thank you, Dad. It always does me so much good when you talk with me. But you know, I'm not the only strong one around here. Billy's strong, too. He really is. He's changed, he's grown. And you're right. It's time for me to talk with him. It's time for me to be honest with him.